Hello. So we're going to discuss hemiolas in music. And what is a hemiola? In music, a hemiola means when we take two different time signatures and superimpose them on one another. And what happens when we do that? Concretely, it's the way of separating our minds into two, or our spirits into two separate entities of two completely different rhythms, and observing those externally as one new rhythmic being. And that may sound really floofy woofy or whatever, but we'll get down to it. You try it, see what happens. Okay? So, once again, a hemiola is the superimposition of two different rhythms over each other. So, in the simplest form, I'm going to do that. We're going to do a 4/4 rhythm in my right hand and a 4/4 rhythm in my left hand. Okay? Okay. I'm going to count the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to count the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a hemiola. It's a superimposition of 4 upon 4, which means it's boring. It is applicable if we change the timbre of maybe one of those, or the amplitude of one of those sounds. So like, now we have a different sound. The rhythm's not very complex, but that is a hemiola. That is splitting your brain into two sides. So the exercise on a 4 against 4 hemiola is to be able to count each side separately while not getting lost. Okay? Next level of complexity we will do is a 2 against 4 hemiola. So in this case, my right hand will do 4 and my left hand will do 2. Right hand, I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left hand. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, so now that's a 2 against 4 hemiola. And it's a little more complex. It makes your brain think a little more, and the goal being, we want to be able to switch between counting on either side at any point, as if we can jump in anywhere. So concretely, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Right? So hopefully that makes sense. So practice in that is 4 in the right, 2 in the left. Independently count both sides till you can just flip back and forth, and then flip it. 4 in the left, 2 in the right, since now we have a rhythmic disparity. And we can flip it. Okay? That one shouldn't be too hard. You just want to get to the point where it just becomes natural. 1, 2, 2. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And all I'm doing is I'm counting each hand, just jumping around, like playing with it, because it's both at the same time. It's quantum. Depending on the observer's perspective and what they choose to hear, they can hear either 2 or 4. The last one we're going to get in this lesson is a 2 against 3 hemiola. So this is going to be a little more complicated, and I'm going to take this one a little slower. And this is one that'll take some time to get used to because it's unnatural. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our awareness. We're going to have one part of our body doing 2, another part of our body doing 3, and in our head we're going to view it as one thing. So it's going to be kind of you separate it, bring it together, and we'll go into that. So we love you. Practically. Before I go to hand separate on this one, I'm just going to play a rhythm. I'm going to probably sing and goof off a little to show you what a non-separated 2/3 hemiola sounds like, because it's just a rhythm. So boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Da, 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 da. That's a 2 against 3 hemiola with no separation. That's what it's going to sound like if an observer saw it and didn't know we were using 2 hands. So that's just something to get in your head. Exercise. 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. Do that rhythm over every song you ever hear. Everywhere. Just get it in your head, because that rhythm is what a 2 against 3 hemiola sounds like to someone who doesn't understand how to split the 2 time signatures apart. It is what sells it. There are many musical examples. We will get to those. Weezer, My Name is Jonas. That's one. That has a ton of it. So have fun with that. So now we're going to do it separately. And so this, once again, be patient with yourself. This takes time. This is hard because you're literally doing 2 things at once and observing both separately and together as our own entity. So this is work. My right hand will be doing 3. My left hand will be doing 2. Once again, the rhythm. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Right hand, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Left hand, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Dot, 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 dot. Dot, 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 stop. So that's a 2-3 hemiola. How do you learn it? All day. And then exercise, you have to be, we do 3 in the right hand against 2, 3 in the left hand against 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Wait, sorry. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. We just have to practice it to the point where we can hear it as. We can hear it as. Or we can hear it as. And 2-3 hemiola. Always open for questions. Reach out on the threads or directly if you know me, and have fun with it. And there's more to this. Right now, don't play with accents. I'm doing a lot of like da, 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 da. Don't do any of that. Like, we just want solid, same volume, no rhythmic variation. Just we're trying to separate the 3 and the 2. Left hand 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Okay. Blessings to everyone. Hope that taught something. And the cows and the birds are really excited, so give them some love too.